Thank you, Madam President, members of the board. Good evening, everybody, and buenas tardes a todos. Since our last meeting, staff and students enjoyed an extended Thanksgiving break. Hope you all had a chance to relax, reconnect with family, and shared experiences of gratitude for those relationships. 5,076 student Thanksgiving meals were served on our campuses before break. An additional 1,506 adult meals were served as family members joined in Thanksgiving feast put on by SFE district-wide. All of our campuses held turkey trots, where students walked or jogged the field for a chance to win turkeys and pies. A couple schools also held drives for their community. Country Place collected over 2,050 cans and perishable goods, and Quinton collected 2,100 cans for the St. Mary's Food Bank. Our district office, along with some of our schools, adopted the Avondale Senior Village this year, and the Fine Arts Choir will entertain residents while district office staff and members deliver gifts for those 48 residents. I think that's next week. I also want to give a holiday shout out to Avondale Councilman Sierra for his work with the Teachers Lounge. For those of you who don't know about this, last year he sponsored out of his own pocket some happy hour information events for teachers at Fuego Grill in Tolleson. The information's provided by guest speakers, and we found out from our Teacher of the Year recipients last year that they wanted some opportunities to socialize across campuses. And from others who went to the Teachers Lounge last year and said the events were great and they loved them. So this year, we've secured sponsors through the Littleton Foundation to support these events so he doesn't have to keep paying for it, and encouraging teachers to go. And Littleton has been very well represented this year. Our attendance is up, so Littleton teachers are leaders in socializing as well as achievement. We're watching closely federal tax overhaul bill in conference committee in Congress, and superintendents across the country are really concerned about the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act because of the negative impact it would have on our communities and students. The legislation not only would cut some health care coverage to thousands of Americans, puts Medicare at risk, and incentivizes wealthier Americans to educate their young kids in private schools at greater expense to taxpayers than ever before. In addition, eliminating the state and local tax deduction, or SALT, will hurt more than 43 million taxpayers from all 50 states across all income brackets. So that could hurt our ability in the state and local governments, including our school district, to fund essential services such as public education. I don't know if you saw in the paper today, there's been a lot of discussion in an event I was at this morning about redoing Prop 301, which is a sales tax effort. Any reduction in state revenue over time is likely to erode education funding, and it's already deep enough cuts with direct fate, whether it's federal, state, or local. Further reductions in funding are not something public education can afford. Recent research from the Education Law Center shows that school funding levels continue to be characterized by wide disparities among states. And many of the lowest funded states, such as Arizona, Nevada, and Texas, allocate very low percentage of their state's economic capacity to fund public education. Low rankings on funding fairness correlate to poor state performance on key resource indicators, including less access to early childhood education, non-competitive wages for teachers, higher teacher-to-pupil ratios. Arizona ranks 47th out of 50 in the funding level, 41 in distribution of funding across local districts relative to student poverty, and 49th in spending for education relative to state capacity. Despite these challenges, Littleton teachers and student heroes continue to be in the spotlight. Tres Rios Service Academy will be recognized as a School of Merit at the 5th Annual Civic Learning Conference sponsored by the Department of Education. School designations of merit, distinction, and excellence are determined by 6 proven practices in civic learning. These are good instruction, current events, service learning, extracurricular activities, student participation in school governance, and simulations of the democratic process. Meanwhile, over at Country Place in Collier, their robotics teams competed in the Lego League regional tournament held at Carl Hayden High School. Collier's team, #AllLego, qualified for a state tournament, and Country Place's team, the Gifters, won both Robotic Performance Award for the highest score. This is the Gifters won the Robotic Performance Award for the highest score in robot missions and the overall championship award for the second year. Both teams will compete in the state tournament at ASU in January. Miss Biddle, I think is in the audience tonight, also received the Coach Mentor Award as the coach of the Gifters. Congratulations to Hunter, to Anasi, Emily, Rinya, Nick, Savannah, Dana, and VJ. Exploring potential teacher Miss Susan Candelaria was awarded a 3-month scholarship from the GiftedandTalented.com's online program developed by Stanford University. At the National Association for Gifted Children annual conference, this scholarship will support students' learning, provide access to educational games and opportunities to apply concepts in real-world projects. The Quinton Sharks hosted a science night facilitated by the Arizona Science Center, and they graduated their first class appearance from the American Dream Academy. You may have seen that Mr. Atahini's Quinton was one of the 7 schools to receive the Gold Award from Beat the Odds this year. The award's been featured on local TV channels, newspapers, bringing deserved recognition to the school. Probably be on Good Morning America coming up soon. I don't know who else is going to pick up the story. Quinton and Collier Student Council executive officers attended the Arizona Association of Junior High Student Councils conference in Mesa at the Convention Center this fall. And the workshop focused on school spirit, community involvement, diversity, and academic achievement. It was a valuable experience for all our student leaders to get out and network with student leaders across the valley. Every one of our schools was also able to send a team of students along with caring teacher to the Kids at Hope Summit held at Estrella Mountain Community College. The teams listened to an inspirational story of perseverance and determination and learned about healthy play, the importance of having aces. One of the attending students shared this takeaway, quote, "Today, I learned I can do great things with my life, and even if I have struggles, I can do more to make a new beginning and to give others a new beginning." End of quote. So now moving on to sports, volleyball and football ended on a high note with Quinton winning the championship in flag football. Congratulations, Sharks. Country Place winning the championship in volleyball. Soccer tryouts are underway now at all of our schools. Students are excited and ready to play because soccer's big in our high schools in this part of town. In closing, I'd like to express our appreciation to Daniel Janisowski from Prepaid Meals for their donation to Littleton Elementary, to Carl Chapman for his donation of walkie-talkie sets to support student safety at Collier, and to the Sharks PTA for their support of kindergarten farm field trip. That's all I have this evening.
Thank you, Dr.